How do you feel about Juan Soto getting traded to the New York Yankees?
I'm ecstatic. I mean, this is like one of the happiest days for me in a very, very long time. My little son's gonna be a Yankee fan, and I can't wait to tell him, hey, Juan Soto is
Uh,
on our team now when he gets to understand, English. But this is fantastic. I mean, this is a humongous trade. I was literally giving up on Cashman, to be
yeah.
honest with you.
Oh,
He
now
made,
you love him again.
now I love him again. I want to give him a
Teddy
big hug.
You used
I
to
want to
tell me
give him
text
I want to
messages
give him a
about
big, yeah, teddy bear hug. Teddy bear hug.
okay.
Cashman was off of the Christmas list. Okay, he was literally. I had him on the Christmas card list. I scratched him off, and then now that we have Juan Soto and he made the trade in I think it was like a 7-player trade deal.
Yeah.
We got back Trent Grisham. I put Brian Cashman back on my Christmas card list this year. Everything's forgiven. The Yankees are gonna make real noise now with this guy in the middle of the lineup, and we could just get the championship delivered to the
Yeah,
Bronx.
right.
And it's just a sign, seal, and delivered. I do think this move made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
If you remember way back, okay, I'm not saying I'm a Nostradamus, but we had videos in the past where we talked about Ohtani or the Yankees, right? When the trade deadline, when there was like the rumors about the Yankees going out after one of the two. And what did I say? Is going to be Soto over Ohtani if that trade happened. And I also said that Soto, for me as a Yankee fan, was a much better fit for the Yankees than Ohtani was. And even though it didn't play out in the trade deadline, the baseball gods made it work out, where the Yankees and Cashman made that deal happen, where my guy Soto was the one that ended up on the Yankees. And I'm very grateful for that. And Cashman will get a Christmas card from me this year.
I'm angry because I'm a Rays fan. We're in the same division, so that means the Rays are going to be facing Juan Soto. Obviously, Juan Soto is one of the best young players in baseball, or whatever. So, I mean, it's exciting for Yankee fans overall. But I mean, the Yankees still suck because you guys have no pitching. Like your pitching is weak. So there's other holes that you need to fill. Obviously, you got a big bat. So I'm assuming the order is going to be Judge, Soto, Judge, or something like that. So it's exciting for the fan base. It's all good. But in regards to what you gave away, I know, again, I'm not, I have to familiarize myself a little bit with the prospects, but I know Drew Thorpe is one of the people that was in the deal. And he was actually an extremely good pitcher in the minors, maybe the best pitcher this last season in the minors. So obviously, you got to give something to get something. But something that you didn't mention in your Juan Soto love fest is that he's a free agent next year.
Right.
So that's a little bit scary. So you may be having a rental as well. So if the Yankees suck and they suck in the trade deadline, who might be getting flipped at the deadline if he doesn't re-sign, and that's Soto. So and then to think that you guys traded a package to get him and stuff. So there's always a risk with this stuff as well. Is the risk worth the reward with Soto? Most likely. There's no guarantee that he stays a Yankee unless they, you know what it is. They show that money.
They show that cash, man.
Yeah, exactly. So
that cash, man.
Yeah, I think I honestly, I think it's a good deal. I'm hating because I'm a Rays fan, but there's always the possibility because, again, his deal ends this year, just like Ohtani. So I think that there's a risk. The Yankees did take a risk with this, and you never know if he'll re-sign.
Yeah, definitely a great point. Let's check out this comment from David. It was a wild trade. I mean, King showed some promise, but who knows if he's legit. Soto is a special player. Yeah, spot on, David. I mean, this is the thing, right? I agree with David in that sense. It's prospects versus, proven, right? When you're making these trades. So I just think that when you talk about the needs that the Yankees had, I think for the Yankees and any team in the MLB, when you want to go out there and get a potential Hall of Fame type talent player, especially in his prime, right? Soto's 25 years old. So I know he's only signed for 1 year, but when you talk about potentially getting him in the middle of your lineup, especially when you need lefties, because the Yankees don't have enough lefties. They were so right-handed heavy. Now you see that they went out and traded for Verdugo, which is, one of your favorites. And then he's a lefty. And then you have, Juan Soto, who's a lefty. These are the moves that needed to be made. And yeah, you have the potential of guys like King, like Thorpe, but that's only potential. Like these guys come up and then they end up not playing so well, or how I feel. My camp is always take the position player over the pitcher, because these pitchers are like just one throw away from Tommy John, at the end of the day. So if you could get someone of Juan Soto's caliber on your roster, maybe woo him over, I would say you have to do it. I think Juan Soto will consider signing long-term if the Yankees are smart. And I know Cashman is now because he signed him.
Now he's smart.
Now he's smart again because he signed him.
He wasn't smart.
He wasn't smart. Now he's smart again. It's crazy how that works.
Yeah.
But the thing about Cashman is I do think the Yankees are going to have some urgency now to try to, before the season even starts, see if they could blow, some real big money at him and maybe, get him to sign long term. Because even if you sign someone like Juan Soto for 10 years, which is like the minimum contract now for these star players, he's going to be 35 at the end of it. So you shouldn't be too afraid, I think, of making that kind of a commitment. And, he's proven. And I think him playing on the East Coast is going to be a much better fit for him, similar to when he was with the Nationals. Yeah. And he's just going to be a stud. I mean, and that with that short perch and right field, it's a match made in heaven. Thank you to Cashman for making it happen.